Well, we're up and at 'em, and we have, a dusting. Don said the weatherman that he watched right before bed said we got split. It went east and west and north, and about the only place that didn't get the full amount was us. Oh, well, it's still pretty out there, though. Yes. She hasn't had breakfast yet. Hi. Hi, good morning. Well, apparently, number one, it's not on the asphalt. It didn't stick to the asphalt at all, and Don's making it safe for me to walk out there on the boardwalk area as best as he can. He's brought up the cooler for the morning, I think. Actually not, but I'm sure he'll do that shortly. And kitties are waiting on me. Stripey! I'll be out soon. Almost ready. Everybody's doing good. Tux is on the front porch, so I'm going to call him to come around back and eat so Panther can eat in peace. Good boy. You wanting some mama time this morning? Hey, sweet boy. Don said when he went in the garage this morning, Tux was in there, but then, of course, he had moved to the front yard. I just came over to look at the snow on my snowman. It looks pretty cool, the hat, huh? And the scarf. And the arms. Very pretty out there. We're lucky to have all these holly trees that hold the snow on the leaves. Looks really pretty. You want to walk to the street? It's pretty windy out here. You're a good boy, though. I'm enjoying the view today. Like I said, the asphalt's fine. The driveway doesn't, the cement part doesn't look bad. And we don't have to go anyplace. Right? We don't have to go anyplace. I don't know. I didn't test out the cement. I wanted to put on my anti-slip Croc cooking shoes. But, I tried to put them on and it hurt my left toe, my foot, the injury too bad. Better watch out, Stripe. That's my pretty boy. So,
what have you been doing for the last 3 hours, sweetheart?
Dealing with our Samsung refrigerator problem. And it hasn't been fun.
No.
And my very last thing that happened was after waiting for 90 minutes to talk to their escalation department, because I wasn't willing to wait for a call back on Monday, the line got dropped. They dropped me.
After 90 minutes.
After 90 minutes, yeah. But we talked to a real person at Home Depot in Fuquay.
Yeah.
A woman, she cared. Janet. And she made some calls on our behalf. She's called us back several times, and she's gotten us what we think is going to be a good outcome.
That's right. Other than the fact that it's 3 to 5 more days.
More days.
We know definitively exactly.
Well, she said a couple things. Number one, Assurion, Home Depot and Assurion don't work together anymore. Home Depot works with Allstate.
Right.
We have an Allstate claim number. We have an Allstate 800 number. We've been asked to wait 3 to 5 days to hear from Allstate, but apparently an accepted replacement refrigerator claim. Right. To the best of our current understanding. So that sounds promising, because it was going to cost us probably at least $400 more to go out if we were willing to buy the same refrigerator, which is probably what we were going to do.
My wife wouldn't, she doesn't like Samsung at all, but she loves the refrigerator.
Right. Well, I like the concept of the refrigerator, the design. Yeah, we've had 2 Samsung appliances that have not functioned for us well.
Yeah, but I also looked for a replacement, and I don't want more freezer space in the house. I would really miss not having. We used the Flex Zone for a refrigerator.
You know, we could just buy a refrigerator. No
I had
freezer.
thought about that.
Okay.
That was on the list of possibilities if we really had to go source a new refrigerator. But just to back up, because it's me and you. We're sort of both all over the place here. Samsung tried to prorate the refrigerator amount. And our protection plan from Home Depot clearly says replacement or original purchase price plus tax.
Right.
And it also says we're entitled to $300 in lost food. And if they have to haul it off and bring it back, like the hookup fees or delivery fees are included. I mean, there's a lot of consumer protection. It's a well for the consumer thing. Right. And Home Depot, when Don called and said, look, Samsung and Asurion are giving me the runaround, what do we do? They stepped in to help, and they have an escalation department. So I'm feeling still pretty good about their thing. The only question I didn't ask was, can we get a warranty on the new refrigerator? We want one. Extended warranty. But, yeah, so I guess we might not hear anything until someday next week.
Right.
And then that probably means at the earliest a new refrigerator the week after that. And we're hobbling along okay because we really only cook one meal a day. Dawn carrying the cooler to the back porch in the morning and back to the garage at night, and it being really cold out is helping.
That's right.
Because we don't have to refrigerate things that are outside right now as long as they're not in the sun. So, and Dawn did put a temperature probe in the cooler
so we can watch it.
So we can just make sure that it's good. But I can tell when I bring the cream in the house that the cream is cold. So
it's like 34 degrees inside the cooler right now, so it's not a problem.
Yeah, but that was pretty painful for us. I knew Dawn and I needed to be together. I knew it needed to be, and he did too, not while he was trying to work, not while I was driving down the road. We've created documentation. You all would be proud of us. We have every little fact about, I even downloaded Ring videos. Well, one of the things Samsung said was the tech didn't open the repairs or the closed system. He's not a sealed system failure, or whatever. The tech some wording he said or whatever. But they did see the Home Depot lady said Allstate agrees the tech wrote that it wasn't repairable. So I don't know what the confusion is. I told Samsung it doesn't matter if it's closed system or not. If you can't fix it, we're owed a replacement fridge or the original purchase cost plus tax plus food plus, you can argue it. Yeah, I was about ready to say, look, we ain't rich folk, but we have resources. So just keep on messing with us because we're coming for you. Don't treat us like that.
Yeah. Well, I knew because we bought our heat pump for our home through Home Depot.
Right, the new one in 13?
Yeah, 13. That's right. October 13, 2013. And I remember the person that I worked with at Home Depot said, we're going to call you back. We're going to hold on to the money. The vendor gets no money until you say you're happy. And so sure enough, the lady called me from Home Depot, a couple days after the install, says, is it working well? Are you happy? Did they clean up? You just let me know, because if you aren't, I'm not going to give them their money. And I said, I got to tell you, and they did. They really did a good job. And so the free released money. So I knew that Home Depot would step in, and I'm sure Lowe's would too. Any of these companies who really care about their brand name, they're not going to piss off consumers. As I told the lady today when I called Home Depot, I said, look, I bought every appliance I've got from Home Depot. And that's more or less.
That's pretty much true, at least since 2013, and there have been a few of them.
Yeah, and I buy a lot of stuff. Because they opened in Home Depot 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Opened in Fuquay 15. So I've been shopping at Home Depot for 15 years solid, and I bought pretty much everything.
Right, because it's the closest home improvement store to our house, and they do a good job. So we haven't.
Done okay.
Yeah,
that's right. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to say is I knew at some point once Home Depot, corporate Home Depot, they've got connections to these vendors that we as consumers can't get to. I knew it sooner or later.
Right. Well, nothing about our experience with Samsung makes us think, one, they're appliances are reliable, and 2, that if you have a problem, that they'll try to make it right in a non stressful way for you. So
Right.
I mean, that's just my experience. I'm sorry, but it is what it is, you know.
Yeah.
Buy at your own risk would be my thought process at this point.
Yeah, well, like I said, the best thing to do is just buy a simple refrigerator that has a light inside.
Don't listen to him.
And then fix it yourself. And if it's a sealed system problem, since it's so inexpensive, you just boot it out the door and go get you another one.
I'm giving him the look.
Yeah.
If he wants meals, we'll have the refrigerator I want. I'm going to work on Legos for a bit. I'm so stressed out now. Somehow I've now got a kink in my shoulder on top of the kink in my side and top of the pain in my foot. I need to de-stress a little. So I'm going to work on the roller coaster cars. The one in the front's different, and then there's these 3 in the back. And that ought to keep me busy for a little while. The one in the front has a brick light in it, so it can illuminate the way, you know, like a roller coaster would. It's pretty cool. I think I have all these parts. I might need to substitute a color, but I should have the parts. So while I'm working on my Lego stuff, Don's working on a little project. Let me see it. Hold it back up. The lighting's not really great, but there. Okay.
Yeah, this is going to be our charging board.
Right, so let me come around the other lighting.
Yeah, it's going to go right here.
Way cool. It's going to have holes in it, though.
Yeah, it's going to have stuff mounted.
It looks really good. Can we just hang it there as a picture?
Yeah, right. Yeah, well, I got a little bit more work to do. I got to, I cut the picture down.
Right.
And then I just cut.
And you fixed the frame.
Right.
Oh, I like your idea. Instead of trying to refit the corners, you just cut it in the middle and smushed it back together.
Yeah, right.
Wow, that was pretty smart.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought about that. I'd have just ruined the frame trying to fix the corners just right.
Here, let me tell you, me and miters, we just don't do well together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
JB's not here.
Yeah, no problem.
No problem at all.
I don't have the eye for doing miter cuts and getting them nice and tight like this right here.
So I guess we're not walking today. I'm gonna let us off the hook.
Yeah, because I'm getting hungry.
Okay, but we got an hour till dark, and it's sunny, but not warm.
But it's not warm.
Okay.
We'll go walking tomorrow for sure.
For sure.
For sure.
The gray kitty is the new stray. I'm thinking charcoal, smudge, stone. I don't know. I'm hoping Stripe's not going to go for him and give him a hard time. He's just hungry and it's cold out there. But if I go out to do anything, he'll run. I'm going to file his paperwork and work on catching him probably sometime next week. Hi! It's 33 degrees out there, but we're having 15 to 20 mile an hour wind gusts, which is really the problem right now.
I think you're going to be really happy you're not out there in that wind walking, because I tell you, you'd have noticed that wind walking.
I think you're right. But you know what? I'm very pleased now Gypsy's here eating.
Oh.
He was late today. Obviously, it's going on 5 o'clock, but I had put out fresh, non-frozen food because, you know, at 33 degrees, the food's been sitting since this morning. Is pretty cold.
Yes, ma'am.
So, and Stripe is still watching the other cat, but hasn't attacked him, so.
Okay.
Well, it's not like there's not enough food for everybody. There's really no need to get bent out of shape.
There's enough food for all the animals.
Cannot some pretty girls show up at the house? Only problem is they'd bring kittens.
That's
the
right.
only time girls have shown up here ever is they had kittens in tow.
That's right.
So I got the coaster for the Friends Amusement Park Ferris wheel set built because the Ferris wheel and the track that looks like this blue track that's coming, it doesn't have the coaster, she said. It's an incomplete, inexpensive, have to say that because of Dawn, but it's true, kit. So anyway, I'm missing 7 train wheels. You can see the 2 cars off in the distance, but for the ones that have the train wheels, I said for the ones that have the train wheels, and when I have more track, I can get it going. And, although I can't get my finger in there very well, the front, it has a light. Isn't that just too cute? It is. There's a light brick in the front. So, I'll be ordering some train wheels.